Welcome to RLD Academy. This is lecture number 11 on two ports network. In this video, I'll discuss the solution of one more T parameters problem, but this time the problem will contain one dependent source. So consider this problem. So here you have one dependent source, and this magnitude is 2I1, and where I1 is this current. So this is current dependent current source, and it is having other elements 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 1 ohm. We need to find out the T parameters for this network. So for that, I'll consider one traditional method first, and then I'll also give you one method where you can use the concept of cascading property even the circuit is containing one dependent source. I hope that is interesting, and you may not find that concept in any book. Okay, so let us see the concept. Okay, but before that, we'll try to solve this problem, use standard method. So we'll try to express this one. We want to get this v1 i1, these two variables, in terms of this is your T parameters, and in terms of it is v2 and minus i2. Okay, so we'll try to get this equation, then we'll compare and we'll get T parameters. Okay, now you consider this one. This is your I1, this is 2I1. So this current, if you apply KCL, I1 plus 2I1, it will go through this side, it will be 3I1. Okay, so I can say that this current is 3I1. Okay, then I'll try to take KCL, I'll apply KCL at this node. So 3I1, this is your I2, and this current, outgoing current, will be V2 upon 1. So apply KCL at this node. Okay, so if you apply KCL, so what you'll get? 3I1 plus I2, both are entering current at the node, and that is equals to outgoing current V2 upon 1. So if you simplify it, what you'll get? I1, you will get V2 by 3 minus 1/3 I2, right? So this is the first equation, and then I need, because this equation is the second equation, this I1 in terms of V2 and I2 that we have got. So first equation you have to get, that is V1 in terms of V2 and I2. So for that I need one KVL. You have to apply KVL here, but here you are having one dependent source, current source, so we don't know what is the potential across the current source. So we wish to avoid the potential across this one. We'll consider this bigger loop, that is called super mesh concept. So if you have some confusion, then you can go through my videos where I have discussed super mesh concept. Okay, so I'll consider bigger loop, so containing this V1, 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 1 ohm, then going back to here. So this loop I can consider, and this current I'll consider as 3I1. So this current is I1. So drop across this one is this plus, this is minus. Drop across this one is this is plus, this is minus again. So this is I1, 1 into I1. This is the current, and this is your 2 into 3I1. This is the voltage, and this voltage across this one is V2. So if you apply KVL, okay, Kirchhoff's voltage law, right, in super mesh, in this mesh, right, then what you'll get? So you'll be getting this one. So this is your V1 voltage minus plus. This is a minus plus that I'll consider as positive. Okay, then this is the drop. So that I'll consider minus 1 into I1. Right, then again drop across 2 ohm, that is your minus 2 into 3 I1, that is 6 I1, and then this is your V2 plus V2, and that is equals to 0. So if you simplify it, what you'll get? V1 equals to V2 plus C2 is 6 and 1 7, so 7 I1. Okay, so now we can replace I1. So what we'll get? V1 equals to V2 plus 7 times, and I1 is V2 by 3 minus I2 by 3. So if we simplify, then what we'll get? Total V2 will be 1 plus 7 by 3 is 10 by 3 V2, and this is minus 7 by 3 I2. So you have got these two equations. So what is this two equation? So first one is this one, V1 equals to 10 by 3 V2 minus 7 by 3 I2, and this I1 we have got 1/3 V2 minus 1/3 I2. So from this I can say that these T parameters of this one is simply, it is 10 by 3, this is your 7 by 3, this is your 1 upon 3, this is again 1 upon 3. Remember that minus sign will not consider, because minus sign is considered here, minus I2. So coefficient, except this minus sign, this one I'll consider 7 by 3. This is 1 by 3, right? So this is your T parameters for this network. But sometimes the network may be too complicated. Suppose I can introduce one more element here. Okay, I can introduce one more element here. That time it won't be easy to find the KVL, KCL, all those things. Okay, so some more loops you have to consider in KVL. It will be difficult to solve. Now we'll try to solve this same problem using cascading rule. That is very interesting. Okay, let us see how to use cascade connection for two-port networks. Now, in previous lectures, I have discussed this one, that two ports, if it is modeled by T parameters, it is suppose TA, and this one is TB. If they are cascaded, then overall T, the equivalent T will be the multiplication of these two in order. So TA followed by TB. Okay, and if it is more here, so TC, TD, all those things are connected one by one after another, then that also you can multiply here, TC, like that, TD. So you can cascade so many two ports networks one after another, and equivalent T is very easy to find it in this way. So this is one beautiful property of cascade connection, and we can exploit this one, right? Now in previous lecture I have shown one example. and there you see I have used one single element two port network first. Okay, so again we'll consider that one. So you see, if this is the single element network, so this is your network, and for that the T parameters. So if it is R, then its T is very simple. What I have said, it should be 1, it is 1, and its resistance is R. So remember, this is V1 and this is your V2, this is I1, it is I2. Then it is R and this is 0. And for this one, if this is R, okay, again this is V1 and this is V2, this is I1, this is I2. Then for this one T parameters, what are this? It's very simple. Again, this is 1 1. Reverse voltage gain, reverse current gain, both are 1 1. And this time this resistance is 0, and this is admittance 1 upon R. Okay, these two we had used earlier. Now I'll introduce one more concept. Suppose if this is one network, if this current is I1, and then there is one dependent source like this, okay, and this is suppose alpha times I1. Okay, so this is your voltage V1, this is the second port voltage V2, and this current is output side current I2. Okay, now can I model this one in terms of T parameters? That we can do. So first equation is this voltage is V1, this side voltage is also V2. So it is same voltage. So I can write V1 equals to V2, right? So first equation is V1 equals to V2. That means I can write V2 minus 0 I2, right? Now second equation I have to get, that is I1, relation between I1, V2 and I2. I have to express I1 in terms of V2 and I2. Now what is the current here? You see, this current is I1, this current is alpha times I1. So then if I apply KCL here, then what will get? If you apply KCL, just apply KCL, you will get I1 plus alpha times I1 plus I2 equals to 0. Okay, so you can express I1 as minus sign 1 upon 1 plus alpha times I2. Correct? So that is the second equation. So what is the second equation? The I1 is minus 1 upon 1 plus alpha times I2. So there is no component of V2, so 0 into V2. So what are the T parameters? Then you see the T parameters for this single element network containing only dependent source would be, this is 1, but this one is 1 upon 1 plus alpha. The current gain is modified. It's not unity this time, 1 upon 1 plus, because this is more current is going here. Okay, I1 plus alpha times I1. That's how reverse current gain is 1 upon 1 plus alpha, right? And there's no resistance here, no admittance here, both are 0 0, right? So this concept I am going to use. Let us see. So the same network I want to solve using that concept. Okay, so what I can do, I can consider This total network has some small networks. So this is one network containing one single element. Next one is this one. And remember here, this I1, this is also I1. Okay, because in series resistance, fine. And this one is later. Then this is the last one. So these four sub networks we can consider. Then we can find equivalent T. So what is the T? So for the first one, the series one. So this is one I will put. Okay, the series resistance is 1 ohm. This is 1 ohm. Thus here it will be 1 ohm. So this is only 1 and this is nothing, it is 0. And next one, that current source. So for this current source, we have seen that the current gain is modified here. Okay, so this is 1 and this current gain is 1 upon 1 plus alpha. So 1 upon 1 plus 2. So alpha in this case 2. So it is 1 upon 3 and no resistance here and here, admittance. Right? Next, the 2 ohm series resistance for this one. So this is 1 1, this is 2 and it is 0. This is 1 1, this is your 2, this is 0. Then last one, this 1 ohm resistance connected here. For that, what you'll get? This is 1, this is 1. Here you will get 1 upon 1, that is 1, and it is 0. Right? Now we can multiply. Just you can get the solution, this product. That's all. So I can combine these two together simultaneously. It's possible. Okay. So what I can do? So these two product, what you'll get? This will be this 1 into 1 and 1 into 0 is so it is 1. Then this one is 1 0. This is 1 into 1 third, it's 1 third. Then 0 into 1, 1 into 0 again 0, so 0 it is 0. And this one is 0 and 1 third, it's 1 third. Next, these two. So 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, so 1 plus 2 is 3. Then this one is 1 into 0 and 2 into 1, so 2 plus 0 is 2. Next, 0, this 0 plus 1 is 1. Then 0 into 1 is again 1. Now again you multiply these two. So what you will get? So this is 1 into 3, 3. 3 plus 1 third. And 3 plus 1 third is 10 by 3. Okay. It is 2 plus 1 third. 2 plus 1 third is 7 by 3. Then 0 plus 1 third is 1 third. Then this one again 0 plus 1 third is 1 third. So you see, I have got this result earlier. Again, I am getting the same result here. Okay. So you see, I am not going to write any sort of equations, KCL, KVL. Without writing anything, we can solve this problem. Okay. I hope you have got this concept. Right. Now, I'll give you a small homework problem. This one. Can you solve this one? So in this case, I have considered this is your Ix, this is your dependent source 3 times Ix. So can you solve it? So I'll give you one hint that you can consider this one as a small subnetwork, and for that you have to find out the T parameter and then you can cascade. Okay, I hope you can do this one. Find the solution and post your answer in the comment section and show your understanding. Okay, I'll surely reply to your comments. If you enjoy my video, then you may subscribe my channel. It's a free subscription, and to subscribe this channel you should suppress the subscription button, and then don't forget to press the bell button, because then only you will get immediate notification of my future videos. I hope you are going to subscribe my channel. I am going to upload lots of videos in this channel, so please keep watching videos in my channel. Thank you.